Welcome to the Underground Sound. We are now on episode 8. I am DJ Exec. With me as always, I should say, is Carlos Fandango. Underground Sound. We're putting the us back into music.
Please like, subscribe, and share, and let's get your music out there.
Carlos, how are you doing today?
Really well, actually. Yeah, it's been extremely hot over here. And when it gets hot over in southeast of England, it tends to be really humid as well. So we're wilting a little bit, but I can't complain because most summers, particularly in July and August, are a complete washout, and you get the odd occasional day that's nice and sunny, and then the rest of it's all sort of cloudy and miserable and rainy. So I can't complain when it's like this. It's been like this for ages. But of course, because of this, we've now got water shortages and reservoirs are drying up and all this. It's nothing to do with the extra 10 million people since 1990s. So, so this is just one of those things. But it's always crisis, and wherever you are in the world now, particularly in USA and UK, wherever you go, it's crisis time.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. How are you?
I'm doing well. Obviously, if I look a little bit tired, I am. Once again, just kind of like working. The heat has really been kind of like messing me up, even though I keep it relatively cool inside the house. It's whenever summertime comes around, my sleep schedule just gets really, really, really wonky for whatever reason. Maybe it's just because the air conditioner kicks on more often than not. I really don't know, but I end up sleeping, maybe about 4, 5, 6 hours a night. And after a few days, obviously that starts getting to you. But otherwise we're doing fine. We're still warm. We're getting into the stormier part of the summer. So, we're kicking up thunderstorms. So if anyone hears thunder or lightning, or if I cut off for whatever reason, obviously I'll be right back as soon as power gets restored, if anything. But other than that, doing well.
Excellent.
Just really been waiting for the show. So I got to bring up two things here. Caillou, which was our show starter last week, or not last week. I'm sorry, the last show. So 2 weeks ago. All three of us, Carl, I, and Russ, had made the assumption that there was auto-tune being used in that song. And Caillou and the production team had actually gotten to me and said, we do not use auto-tune. So that is the natural voice of the singer. So if it seems affected, that it is their natural voice. So props to Caillou on that for not using auto-tune. All of us thought that it was there, but apparently it is not. And second thing I have to bring up here is so I record, because we used to have these audio issues in the past where everything kind of like sounded bubbly. It kind of seems like that's gone away. Maybe the software update, new computer, who knows? But what I also do is I record the audio on QuickTime, which is being recorded directly off the computer. So I mute my mic always on the meeting portion, but I did not mute my mic on the mixer portion. Therefore, when the music comes on, just to make sure that the music is coming off clear and loud and the way that it sounds, I always have that going through the mixer. So last year, you could definitely hear me coughing, opening beverages, things of that nature. I do apologize for that. Obviously, once again, work in progress with the show. So hopefully that didn't like really scare anyone off. I know we got like 3 thumbs down. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's what it was about with that one. So getting on with the show today, though, Carl, what can you tell me about our show opener here? I see it's called King of Rockets, Cats and Dogs.
Yeah, and so we've got the profile for King of Rockets. They're from, they are from Banbury in the United Kingdom. That's Oxfordshire, I think, Banbury. And just another human writing about being human. So tuning in to the music gods to channel sound waves that become part of the universe. Enjoy the ride, peace and love. So with that sort of enticing paragraph or two, then we could open this song and see what we think.
Sounds good to me. This is King of Rockets, Cats and Dogs. Very cool. Carlos Fandango, please take it away, sir.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, I the first thing that caught my ear really is the reverse guitar, sort of Hendrix-esque in some respects. It wasn't overused; it was only in this opening section, really, that was mainly used. But I think that's also pretty good because the song was well constructed with lots of changes, lots of detail. So you had a bit of Indian instruments in there, bongos here and there, whistly sort of sound of keyboard, woodwinds, and all sorts of things going on, and the guitars as well. Lots of different sort of guitar sounds. But yeah, so well constructed, nice detail. Vocals, nice solid sound for the vocals, probably double or triple tracked because I don't know if the voice is thick enough on its own, but it was a nice feel to it. So, and actually, when you go onto Slaps and look at the art or wherever you listen to your music, they're clearly on Spotify and YouTube as well by the looks of it. So, King of Rocket's artwork is brilliant as well. So I'd love to know where some of these people get their artwork because the spacey theme is really good, which is why we put on the space theme on our backgrounds. But no, I really like that one. It's not like what I'd call a sort of really grab you, stunning song, but I liked it and I would listen to it again.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, no, that's definitely, I think that's going to be our first certified banger of the day. And we have a new section on the channel for that, for the bangers. I do think it's a banger. I think it has a very Zappa-esque quality to it. With all the instruments and the changes that you're talking, right? The backwards guitar, the bongos coming in, everything. I think that's very, very, very kind of like Frank Zappa-esque, I should say. Doesn't sound exactly like it, because one song that it reminded me of also, and I'm trying to think of who it was actually that sung it, but it was I'm the one natural one, take it easy. We can take it in time. And I can't remember who the band was, right? But I do remember the song, obviously, and I think the song is actually called Natural One. But that's kind of like the feel that it gave for me, along with the Zappa-esque thing going on here. Great production, certified banger. I love that midway transition too, where you had a lot going on in the beginning. It got to the midway there, right, and then it kind of like slowed down. It had a lot of like progression building up to the second half, and then you had the second half, and it was good. So overall, really good production quality, very nice song. 2 thumbs up on my end here, and loved it.
Great, yeah, good. Oh, great. Natural One, is it the Folk Implosion?
The Folk Implosion, yes, sir. That's exactly what it is. Yes.
There we go.
The Natural One from Folk Implosion. I'll try to get as many links up here as I can when we talk about these songs, so that way you can, all of you here can get a reference to it. So at this point, welcome to the new subscribers. Thank you very much for liking, subscribing to the channel, showing these artists some love. So hop down into the description below. If you don't know this yet, all of the links to all these fantastic musicians will be there. I try to keep as much up to date with everything that I can. Just trust me, editing plus working plus everything, it takes a little bit of time. Going to start working on this show and the ones and twos a little bit more frequently in the coming future, I think. But for right now, it is what it is. But once again, like subscribe, share if you like what we're doing here, and then also, once again, please visit the video description below. Click on the musicians that you hear here, whatever songs that you like, show them some love. Let's keep this whole thing going. And just once again, big shout out to Nathan Brashear last week on the ones and twos. He sponsored the show, yet he wanted his first place spot to go to somebody else because he wanted to help the musicians. He wanted to be the epitome of musicians, basically helping musicians, right? So he gave up his first place spot, took the second spot. So big shout outs to Monsters Are Real, longtime friends of the show. Within Me had taken, Jamie Salazar obviously had taken the first spot there. With his song Right Now. You can visit that also in the ones and twos, the latest episode. I can't remember if it was like episode 15 or 16 now, because trying to keep up with everything is getting a little bit difficult, but hey, we're going to keep it going here now.
Yep.
Yeah. So we have, this one is called
Well, I think that's Haja Baja.
Haja Baja. Haja Baja.
Haja Baja.
Kind of
Yeah.
looks like a Haja Baja. Okay, so Haja Baja Rewind. This is the
Yeah.
first song that I have written. It's about a girl waiting to rewind time and give that guy a chance to see what things could have come. What else do you know about the song, like right off the bat, Carl?
Well, this is not my usual kind of music. It's R&B, soul. I mean, soul, I like traditional sort of, the 50s, 60s, and 70s sort of soul music. Modern R&B, I'm not really into, but there's something about the voice that I thought, actually, do you know what? I really think she's got a nice voice there. So let's see what you think. And I quite like the artwork as well. I thought that was quite so. But she's only been on Slaps. It doesn't say much about her. She's from Brooklyn, New York, and she joined in June this year. And has uploaded one song so far. So, but I thought, well, she needs a bit of encouragement. It's good to get the music out there, and maybe that'll encourage her to upload more songs and record more songs.
Yes, sir. So here we go. Rewind is also available on Spotify, as you can see right there by the link. So even though the link in the description is for Slaps, believe me, you can go on Slaps, hit that Spotify link, go check out the artist. Maybe give them one play so they can hit their, as Carl would say it, not 3 cents per stream, right? So let's get this one going. Haja Baja is what it seems like. If we're butchering that, please obviously let us know. Once again, song is called Rewind. Enjoy.
The type of boy to catch corner my eye. These girls shouldn't talk to you, but you ain't giving them no time. I thought it was kinda weird that you ain't never paying no mind. But the third week of December, you came up to me and said hi. Now I ain't that type of girl to talk so freely to a guy. So I shrugged it off, tried to play her, but man, I was losing my mind. Now I'm thinking of that moment, can't get you out of my mind. Not sure if I should've did what I did now, I just wanna rewind. Boy, I just wanna rewind. Boy, I just wanna rewind. Maybe if I gave it a chance, it would've turned out fine. You would've asked me, I'll bring flowers out, my frown would've turned around. Probably riding around the city, you know that shit be a vibe. And when the night's over, let my girls know it was a venture of a lifetime. Boy, I just wanna rewind. Boy, I just wanna rewind. Boy, I just wanna rewind. Boy, I just wanna rewind.
Carlos Fandango, sir, take it away.
Well, cowgirls do it better, as her T-shirt says. I think her right now. One big word I've got from this is potential. Now, I think her voice is really nice. It's sort of kind of that sort of TLC No Scrubs sort of 90s, late 90s, early noughties sort of sultry sort of voice. Now, I think she's got potential there to do a lot more. I think the voice would be okay on other types of music as well, but predominantly R&B, of course, and dance music, and club music. The song itself, sort of tells a story, a very personal story, so the lyrics are heartfelt. I think it's probably got what one of your bugbears is that the voice is probably overlaid over the track. I think on the production, I think if she collaborated, if somebody from Slaps came forward and people came forward and listened to that voice, and they've probably got songs that would suit her voice, a producer could collaborate with her, and I think she could really raise her game. So I think there's that's why I said potential, because I think working on the right songs with the right people and the right production
Absolutely.
on something a bit more dynamic and interesting that develops a bit more would. And it's not my kind of music, but I like her voice. So I imagine her doing something like a sort of 70s soul song or something like that. And I think she'd fit in quite nicely doing that.
Whoa.
So the
yeah.
right producer, she'd be fine.
Oh yeah, absolutely. My thoughts here, obviously, the first thing that I wrote down, because you can just read my mind, Carl, which is overlaid vocals, which I thought that they were. It sounded like that 100% truly. It probably was in the beginning. They probably still are. They did have a couple of effects as the song started going, but still, even if the voice is mixed in, which I do believe it's still overlaid over the track, but even if the voice is mixed in, the voice is still a bit, just a tad overpowering. It overpowers the instruments. So a little bit of work there, and it goes exactly with your point. Is working with the right producer, right, the right engineer would kind of like fix all that. But listen, she's got the look. That's for damn sure. 100% agree with you on the TLC early Beyonce days, even.
Yep.
Kind of like it does have that vibe to it. So being a child of the 90s, kind of like bob back and forth and everything, listening to it. And the lyrics are good. The lyrics are great. And so once again, all those things coupled, she's got a great voice. The lyrics are really good. Having that vibe, and hey, cowgirls do it better. Just maybe find a cowboy to produce it just a little bit, and this will be a hit. I think so. I do believe.
Yeah, it's got potential. I also think the lyrics, as you were saying, it's a heartfelt song. It's relatable. I think there's a lot of people. Everybody's done this before, probably at some point, and would like to be able to rewind time and do it again and give someone a chance that you didn't. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that probably weren't given a fair chance because somebody. You get all this thing where it's no immediate spark or something's not quite right, but there's people you work with for years and then suddenly it clicks into place with them. So it's often there'll be friendships develop into something else. So I think it's a very relatable subject and song, subject matter and songs. Relationship stuff always is relatable.
Absolutely. No, it's kind of like going back to the thing that we were talking about with Tom McDonald, right? Politics are relatable. The stories are relatable. Relationships are relatable. Anytime you get anything like that going on, you're definitely going to have a hit song on your hands. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because you're going to reach people, deep down, kind of like in their heart of hearts. As far as the music is concerned. So, hey, great job. Sorry if we did butcher your name. Please let us know what the correct pronunciation is.
I bet it's Hadja Badger.
I think so too, but in either case, I'll find out later because I do email everyone and let them know that they were on the show, just so that way they can check it out. And obviously, once again, folks, for everybody that's listening, video description is below. You know where to find it. Check out these artists. Click on these links. Go ahead and check out Hadja Badger on not only Slaps, but click her Spotify link and let's get her some money. Seriously, let's get it going here. Yeah. Right? She deserves it. Carl,
now.
The Purple Ball of Destiny.
Now, I've forgotten. I don't know why I forgot this, but I forgot to bring in the Purple Bowl of Destiny. But for second half, it will reappear. But I have the Tibetan Singing Bowl of Destiny. So,
okay. Well, there we go.
So can still do Om Namah Shiva. Yeah. Okay, you say when, and I'll.
Let's stop there. That seems good.
Right. It's that one there. All between those two. Oh, that's a lengthy one. What's this? Oh, okay. That's quite good. It's a We Choose one, and it's Carlos Fandango to choose.
What are the odds?
So that's right. So I've got to remember that's about 3 inches, and it basically focuses at 3 inches. Story of my life. Right. Okay. So let's have a look then. So home, I'll go for.
Yeah, you have 3,598 groups to choose from, buddy.
This thing doesn't like me. Okay. Let's go for something a bit. Should we go for something a bit different? Shall we? I mean, there's some categories here that you just don't get every day. Things like comedy. I mean, somebody's idea of comedy and mine might be something different. But, there's that sort of, that looks quite interesting. What's the latest, though? Let's have a look.
Oh, here we go. What?
Well, if I do go for comedy, it's the Lebanese comedy song, so it might be in Lebanese and we won't understand it. So I think the comedy might be lost on us, but I mean, we could try it. It's only 1 minute 54. It's an artist we should be promoting.
Absolutely. Charbel
Ali Atala.
Okay, hopefully we got that right. The song looks like it's Kalik Sawe.
Yeah, I'll try and translate that in the meantime.
Okay, let's take a listen here. Let's get this going. 1 minute 54 seconds. Here we go.
لك دخل عيونك دخل خدودك دخلك كلك سوا بحب هدوءك حتى جنونك ويخرشوم الهوى لك دخلو قلبك دخلو طولك للبنت الدواء هو برمنا في تل سألنا وشفنا وما في منك نواه مشيتك ويلي شو عملت لك بقلبي انا من وقت اللي شفتك لهلا صار لي مسطل سنة نسيت الفرحة نسيت المرحة نسيت العمر الهنا ولك دخلك جني علي حني ولا تنسيني انا يلا يلا اوعى يلا يلا طفران وانا عايف حالي مجنط ولا نقلي بطلت عني عبالي متركتيني شغلي لك انت هوية وشو سكسية اطيب من المغلاه لك مثل المية تروح خطية بسمي ومنك سهلة ويلا يا باي يا باي شو هيك من كعب الدسم يا ويلي بحبك يا ماي دير ومن دونك مش عارف كسك جديد لك مزيا على غيرك ولا ممكن دير ومنهرتي بهديك بقلوب يا يابا.
That was surprising.
I quite enjoyed that. Yeah.
So I did hear Kalik Sawe in there. So I think we got the name of the song down. Did you get a translation of that by any chance?
No, it said it found Javanese. Then I redid the search and it said it was Swahili. Then I tried to say Arabic and then Lebanese, and nothing came up except the translation into English as Kalik Sawe.
Okay. So yeah, Kalik
So
Sawe.
we don't know what it means.
Kalik Sawe, obviously from the icon here, is on YouTube. Let's learn a little bit more about Kalik here, or Charbel Ali Atala, from Beirut. 2 followers, 27 plays, 2 tracks. Lebanese comedian, actor. I'd like to know what's going on in that song, honestly.
It's curious, isn't it? Yeah,
It is.
I mean, it's got the artwork there, and it's clearly sort of a style going on. So
Yeah.
I just, it looks pretty cool kind of look, and this is someone who's a bit different, and certainly up there, I should think, very different sort of kind of person. So there's a bit of Eminem in there in a sense. I think it was, it might be the Relapse album where he was doing a lot of strange accents, Eminem, on that. And it's that, but it's got a lot of Middle Eastern sort of influence and things on certain tracks, like My Mum. And I only know this because my son's an avid Eminem fan, but he was slated for it a lot. But I had the sort of sense that he's probably influenced a little bit by Eminem. But there's singing in there as well. I love Middle Eastern instruments and things, and particularly the I forgot what they use now, but this sort of fluty type instrument that's what I would have called years ago a snake charming instrument, but it's that kind of sound, that's so very Middle Eastern. I love all that, and the sort of bagpipey type sound. So actually, I quite enjoyed that, and it'd be nice to know what was being said and have that translation. But there is a video. There's a link to YouTube, so there might be translation there.
There's gotta be maybe with the subtitles and everything. I thought that the production was pretty good. Yeah. It wasn't the best, but I mean, for it being labeled as a comedy song, maybe it's meant to be that way, right?
Yeah.
But I think very hooky, very catchy, right? You can't help but really bob your head with it. It sounds like a great song. Would love to learn more about it because once again, in Lebanese, and getting the lyrics and everything is hard to say if they were good or if they were funny or not. From the album cover that we just looked at a second ago and everything, it kind of seems like, yeah, he's a little out there, he's a funny guy and everything like that. So, but I enjoyed it. I definitely did. If I definitely understood the lyrics, then it would probably be that much more. But I do like the fusion that's there between the old-timey kind of sound and instruments mixed in with the modern, beat and bass and everything like that. So
Yes.
all around, I think, very well constructed song.
Yeah, that was good.
All righty.
Purple Bowl. The Tibetan Bowl of Destiny certainly threw up something interesting there for us.
Yeah. So yeah, we didn't get screwed like last time. I don't mean to say that, because once again, I don't know what was going on with that song exactly. So if it was somebody brand new and everything like that. So I hate to say that that the song was horrible or anything like that, but it did need production in there. So right now we're moving on to Albert van Wildenrath.
I'm wondering if it's Alberta, actually.
Might be Alberta, yeah.
Yeah.
This was
Yeah,
called
but-
Serendipity. So is this a I'm assuming German?
From Denmark.
Okay.
In Bilderup in Denmark. 5 followers, 2 tracks, 28 plays, 18-year-old small Danish artist. I don't know if it means small as in not well known or small as in physically small, but either way, I think this is I think this was one of the instrumental ones that I chose for this week, or the instrumental one I chose for this week. That was quite a nice piece that deserves to be heard, I think.
Well, it does say here, peaceful piano piece for totally relaxation is the annotation here. You can also get Serendipity here on Spotify, as you can tell by the logo there. So let's check this one out. Serendipity. Well, as you saw by the comment, it very correct. It is truly relaxing. So, yeah. Let's get your thoughts, Carl. Here.
Yeah, I mean, as you might see in my comments there, I thought it was beautiful, poignant, thoughtful. I like the opening 9-note motif, din, 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 which was later, about 1 minute 40 mark around there. She then, after stating it twice, then restated it in a different way, and just. And also, I think that, which was a really nice way that she sort of turned it around. And then at the end, there's left it kind of open, as if it's this is all by chance and fate, and it's always chance and fate always happen in an open way. But yeah, I really like that. Was very well thought out, nice piece. It just goes to show all around the world there's artists who are making music that are just these lovely little gems of pieces of music that would be worthy of great artists. So this could easily go on. If somebody like Max Richter or Arnaldo, forgotten his name now. Ludovico, Arnaldo, is it? I can't remember now what the name is, but any of those kind of artists where they're sort of piano-based artists would. If they did the song, people would give it plaudits and praise endlessly, and so I think these are beautiful little number, and she should keep on going and keep on uploading.
It was good. I agree with you. It's kind of strange looking at the influences here, right? Because it's Billie Eilish, Doja Cat, Katy Perry, Elton John. Elton John, I could definitely see with Billy Joel. But then we got Duffy, Michael Jackson, Madonna, Britney Spears, Shakira, Keisha, Lady Gaga. It's kind of funny that those are the influences, and hearing a piece like that, right? Because it is very, very melodic. But here's the thing. If we take a dive back to the 90s, we have Robert Miles, who had children, mm-hmm. right? And that was put together with kind of like a techno-esque beat back of it. So I think that the song would work both ways personally. I think that if you threw a beat behind it, boom, had a nice bass thing going, right, and had the piano going, then I think that it would kind of like mimic maybe Robert Miles there. Mm-hmm. It was good. I mean, I don't think that there's particularly a huge market for it these days. It's a shame because, I mean, I can't think of the last time I've actually heard something that was just a piano piece out there, like on its own. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's very stripped down, very bare, wasn't it? I mean, which is nice. Oh, but there are out there, and the thing is, there's lots of competition for those spaces, aren't there, for that sort of thing? And that's the sort of thing that could be easily used on a drama, on TV, or on Netflix, or on cinema, a little interlude while somebody's having second thoughts about something in the play or whatever. But so it's those pieces, you could sort of argue that they're sort of throwaway pieces, but I think that's a really nice piece of music, and it's not one that it's not the notes in that order, in that way. It's not like I thought, oh, it's just like that song, or it's just like that. So it just goes to show that there is melody out there, and it doesn't have to be repeating everything else that's gone before. It can be something new still.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing. It's just very original. It's definitely something that's heartfelt. I like the I like the incorporation of the wind chimes there. Kind of sounded like maybe it was recorded kind of like off a hanging condenser mic or something like that, maybe a live session. It was, listen, good overall. Once again, it doesn't need to be like truly mainstream, but I do agree with you. I kind of disagree with you that it's kind of like a dramatic effect. I think that it would be more of an uplifting moment. Somebody has like a moment of realization in a movie or something like that, like I think that would probably be the way to use that song. I didn't really feel down with it, so kind of like having like a drama effect to it. I really didn't feel the drama. I did feel uplifted. I felt like it's very pure. It's very pure. It's a very nicely done song. So congrats once again, folks. Visit the video description below if you like that song or any of the other ones that you have heard so far. Click on the links to these artists. It'll take you to the Slaps thing, obviously, but if you'd prefer to playlist them on Spotify, add them to your playlist, maybe you want to share it with some friends, then obviously please do so. Support the independent artists out there, and keeping this going. This is let's see, Luna Square featuring Aaron Sutcliffe. The name of the song is called All Eternity. What can you tell us so far, Carl?
Right. Well, I was quite intrigued by this one because it was an 80s Yazoo flavored track dedicated to their late Luna Square's late brother. It's a charity song as well. Right, so they're inspired. The artist Luna Square is from Helsingborg in Sverige. Was that Sweden? Inspired by early electronic acts, Luna Square started out as a one-man band in the 80s. After positive reactions on the 3-track demo, it became quiet. From the ashes, Luna Square became a trio, inspired by bands like the obvious Depeche Mode, so you might like this one, but also everything between Elvis and Röyksopp. Melodic synth pop with some dark and rough edges. Well, that sounds really intriguing to me.
As does to me, just kind of like looking at everything that's going on here. We got the hashtag of fuck cancer band. So all the proceeds are donated to the charity through the music project. Without further ado, let's listen to it. All Eternity. It can be found on Spotify, Apple Music, and SoundCloud, as you can see here with the icons. Let's check this out. Luna Square.
Seen on a train to heaven, on a sea to the promised land. You'd live all the joy you could live from the day when you took my stand. By the dark blue water, in between the suburban hills, always there with a smile on your face. You worked harder than your human skills. All the love that you gave to me, every moment that you made me see. I'm longing for the next time we'll meet.
Funky, very groovy.
What did you think?
I enjoyed that one. I did. Listen, I mean, you you go back to the movies in the 80s, like let's say the Breakfast Club or Better Off Dead, total 100% total movie soundtrack there, you know. The production was good. I think this is the second certified banger here. I need to notify that with a CB. Certified banger right here, Luna Square. I think once again, super radio friendly. 3 minutes 29 seconds. The lyrics have a story behind them. You know, there's a lot going on here. Once again, I do like the hashtag fuck cancer band. I would like to know more about that. I'll do a little bit more research on it. Yeah, but 100%, this is licensable music. It's you know, again, going back into the movie theme and everything like that. Very well done. So influences Depeche Mode, New Order, Camouflage, Recoil, 21 Pilots. Heard a little bit of 21 Pilots in there. Daft Punk for sure. Pet Shop Boys, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Didn't really hear a lot of Moby in there, tell you the truth. Calvin Harris, who is The Weeknd, by the way, Calvin Harris. Am I right on that?
Don't think what not The Weeknd, like the
Weeknd.
that's not Calvin Harris, though, is it?
No, Calvin Harris is a Scottish DJ. What is The Weeknd's real name then? I could have sworn it was.
I don't know. I have heard it because Louis played it incessantly.
Oh my God!
I can't remember his name now, though. But
my goodness, this is just horrible. Oh yeah, no, it's definitely not Calvin Harris. It's Abel McKinnon Tesfaye.
oh, right, okay.
Yeah. So
That was
yeah,
it,
I totally heard that before. I'm a big fan of his music, by the way, though. So
Yeah,
so
it's
definitely, you know, but back to Luna Square here. Very well done, very well done. Good production, catchy, produced correctly. Once again, this is a soundtrack for the radio. It's a soundtrack for a movie. Loved it. Really good. Nice choice, Carl.
Yeah, I love synth pop anyway, and the retro vibe was spot on for the period. You know, you could even place it to probably about 85. In fact, my brother would absolutely love this because this is his favorite music is synth pop. He loves Erasure, Depeche Mode, OMD, and yeah, all this that stuff. So, but for me, it was, you know, early Erasure. It was Wonderland LP. It could come off there. It was very Vince Clarke. Lots of melodic touches in there. The big gated reverb drum sound. There's the vocals. A little bit Flock of Seagulls. Heaven 17 couldn't quite place, you know, who I could compare it to most of all, but it was spot on with that 80s sound because that was the style of the vocals.
Oh yeah.
And it made, I was thinking as it was going through, thinking, I'll have to contact these people if they've got a song that they want. You know, maybe they just do instrumental stuff if they're featuring vocals. But I would love to sing on one of their songs because, yeah, or write some lyrics to one because this is the good thing about Slaps is that you can approach people, and you know, most people are very affable and amenable and open to sort of working with people, particularly those who just do either production or just do instrumentals, and they need singers. They're always looking for singers. So I would encourage anybody to, you know, if you think you like the sound of something and what somebody's done, approach them, write some lyrics, write some, you know, do them a little demo and see what they think of it.
I encourage this as well. For those of you that do not know, Carlos and I had actually met through Slaps. Rookie and I had met through Carlos, but it was still kind of like through Slaps. Listen, to all the musicians out there, if you're tired of all this BS that's going on Facebook and everything like that, you know, the typical spots that you're really kind of like, you know, you get more negative effect than you do positive effect. Believe me, try out slaps.com. DistroKid, you can't go wrong with you know, with releasing your music from them either. It is a very reasonable price whether you're going in as an artist. I think it's like $20 per year. If you're going in as a record label, it's something like 120 or whatever the case may be. So you know, it's definitely worth it. Once again, no affiliation. We're not plugging them. They did not pay us. It's just something that I feel personally. If you're a musician, you like to collaborate, you like to meet nice people, you like to have good conversations, you'd like to maybe get some vocals on a song of yours, or maybe you have vocals and you need you know, a song to put behind your vocals, then obviously you can contact a myriad of people, because there are groups for literally everything. Like you just saw, we had, what was it, 3,000? I'm just going to have to look this up just so that way I know for sure that I'm telling the truth here. 3,598 groups, which pretty much start off with hip hop, R&B, soul, singer, songwriter, pop, alternative rock, electronic, reggae, dance, jazz, unsigned artists, blues. And that's just what I could read on the first page right there without really scrolling down. So, you're a musician, you need music, you need vocals. Once again, collaborate with people. Let's have an open dialogue if we're being creative, right? So that way we can, we can keep putting this music out there. Links to the artists are in the video description. Please check them out. We are about to start our break right now. It will be completely seamless for you, obviously, but I think maybe we should do what we were talking about before. Is this will be the part 1. This will be segment 1, and we'll start segment 2 coming up next. It will still be the same show. We'll just have to figure out how to do that. We kind of went off the rails a little bit with Russ Palladino. We were having a lot of fun with Russ Palladino the last show, because Russ knows a guy for everything. So
that's true.
Yeah. I was hoping he knew a guy to to edit the show for me, but I guess the guy that he knew for that was me. So
I thought he was going to approach his friend Mr. Spielberg.
Probably, we could use some Spielberg effects on here, so it would be really cool. But for the underground sound, I am DJ X Tech right now. With me, as always, Carlos Fandango. We are putting us back into music.
Please like, subscribe, and share, and let's get your music out there.
And we will be back very shortly.